Alright, so today, quick Long Island Railroad video. And thank goodness I double checked I was recording because I was talking earlier to myself and I didn't realize I was talking to you guys. So, yes, today, quick Long Island Railroad update. I'm going to talk about the main line using buses to accommodate people between Hicksville and Ronkokoma. And we're also going to talk about how Matt Camper had a Winter of Hell ride on the Babylon branch, and there was actual overcrowding on the Babylon branch. I can't believe I'm actually saying that, but it actually happened last night. So let's quickly talk about the work that's being done between Hicksville and Ronkokoma this weekend. And I can't blame the MTA doing the work this weekend because tomorrow is, of course, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and it would make sense on a 3-day weekend to get the work done and maybe finally clean up all that dirty construction work at Hicksville. Maybe they'll finally do it, but let's quickly read this. This weekend, buses replaced trains between Ronkokoma and Hicksville due to track work. And yesterday, Pine Power Long Island actually rode one of the school buses, and I'm a little bit familiar with school buses, and I will say this: the newer model buses in the winter, they have good heat. The air conditioning, that's a whole other story because there's really no air conditioning. But in the winter, they make sure the buses stay warm. So I will give them credit on that. But in the summertime, what would you rather have? Would you rather have a big coat on the bus staying warm, or would you rather sweat it out? I honestly would rather take the big coat with the extra layers I would wear on the buses. But the point I'm trying to make here is that yesterday they actually canceled some buses. So let's quickly read that for a sec. Which I don't understand why the MTA coach buses, the interborough ones that I ride on the QM5, why couldn't they bring those buses out to Long Island? There's a bunch of them, and I don't know why they couldn't send them out to accommodate these Long Island passengers. I'm a fair and open-minded person. I don't ride MTA Interborough Express buses on the weekend because, number one, I don't go into Manhattan on the weekends, and two, I was only at Jamaica yesterday just to reload my Metro card because I'm on a very tight schedule during the week and I have to, meet my deadlines for you guys. So reloading it really takes the hassle of reloading it last second and worrying about catching the train late. So here's the story. Last night, 4:39, 5:39, and 6:39 eastbound trains from Ronkokoma were canceled. But here's the catch: no bus service. That's the part that aggravated me. They couldn't accommodate extra passengers on the eastbound. So let's look at earlier this morning what they tweeted. And then today, 10:05, 11:05, and 12:05 p.m. westbound trains from Ronkokoma canceled with no connecting bus service. And this is what I don't understand, is that why couldn't they accommodate these passengers? And I know a long time ago, MTA Long Island bus would always accommodate these passengers. There would be extra shuttle bus service run by MTA Long Island bus. This was before 2012, of course, when Fiola took over the system and, created NICE, and then NICE is now being run by Transdev. So this is what I don't understand, is that the MTA should have sent out a coach bus, what they use on the Interborough Express buses, or what they could have done was bring the newer model Nova buses that are run by New York City Bus, drive them out to Long Island, and then make those bus drivers do those routes. There's a lot of buses that are at the College Point Depot, and I don't know why they couldn't send out the late 2009 model Nova buses. Boy, MTA. Well, at least the good thing is they're not running the old 1990s Nova buses, which I honestly like the nostalgia of them, and they maintain them. But That's a whole nother story. Ooh, one new tweet. We'll quickly read that. Live video making at its finest. So let's see what the tweet says now. It's just a Sponic bus, Sponic train. Alright. So now we're going to go to Matt Camper's Ride of Hell from last night. And I'm going to be honest, I've personally known Matt for a very, very long time. We go way back as friends, but... Alright, so let me go down to 6 o'clock last night. Here we go. Now this is the question and answer that he brought up last night. The 620... Let me put it in full screen. There we go. Move it up here. This is what happens when you have a bad CPU, everyone. This is why I gotta get a new computer. The 625 from Merrick to Penn is 10 minutes late past Jamaica. Why doesn't the Long Island Railroad Twitter feed post this info? That's not what you should do when a train's more than 10 minutes late. We passengers need to know why the train is late. No explanation. Shame on you, Long Island Railroad. Well, that's one tweet that I agreed with him last night. And we're going to quickly look and see what the Long Island Railroad tweeted during this time. The only thing the Long Island Railroad tweeted was that an eastbound Babylon train due into Babylon at 8:12 was delayed at Rockville Center due to a customer in need of medical assistance. So, that's the only thing that happened. And I don't understand why couldn't the MTA just say that the train from Merrick to Penn is 10 minutes late. So here's the proof that this train was supposed to go into Penn Station at that time. Okay, so let me double check the schedule. I'm sorry, everyone, but here we go, westbound. There we go. Okay, so here's the schedule that they're supposed to run, right? Let me go to the right. That's AM, we need PM. Yeah, here we go. So, right. Matt was right. The train was supposed to leave at, here we go, 6:25. Put it in full screen so you all can read it. And I'll even zoom in so I can help you guys see it. That was the time the train was supposed to be leaving Merrick and arriving at Merrick, and was supposed to arrive at Penn at 7:14. That train got into Penn at 7:24. Alright? So the tweet read, it's 10 minutes late past Jamaica. So what time was this train supposed to be at Jamaica? Well, 6:50. But actually left at 7 o'clock. This is what I don't understand with the MTA. They couldn't send out a simple tweet that that train was running late. Honestly, no order from the MTA. Just no control. And here's more proof that there was overcrowding on the Babylon branch last night before midnight. I don't know why it's freezing. I wish I could give you an answer. Here we go. This is what the tweet read. Crew made an announcement on the 10:39 train to Babylon that there's no reason to stand in the aisle and move to the back of the train because there's plenty of room in the back. They wouldn't listen. This is a major safety hazard and somebody could seriously get hurt or killed, and the crew can't collect tickets. Well, you're supposed to be sitting on the Long Island Railroad. This is a commuter train. This is not the subway where you swipe your Metro card and then with the train car getting packed, you have the handlebars to stand in the car. You're not supposed to be you know, standing up in the roadway when the conductor is supposed to be taking tickets. LIRR should do something about this immediately. This is why, my friend over here doesn't like sitting towards the front of the train. And then he called them inconsiderate and snobby. Well, yes, this is what Pine Power Long Island has been talking about now for months. Okay? This is an issue that has been going on for months. And last night, and this is the second time in the past week I've had to use this term, this is the MTA's Fire and Fury Part 2. Alright? I know I'm not titling the video that because the title of the video is LIRR Issues and Problems, Ronkokoma, Babylon Branches. That's the name of this video, but and then around midnight, I couldn't blame him for ranting and raving on Periscope. I would be mad, but I would be doing the same thing I'm doing right now, showing my footage and quickly using my screen recorder to see if anything was here from the Long Island Railroad Twitter feed. Well, nothing happened. I'm going to end the video on quickly bringing up this note. They had to stall the train at Forest Hills for 30 minutes, alright? 30 minutes. And this was supposed to be the 1039 due into Babylon. So we're going to quickly see here what time this train was supposed to be in Babylon at. 10:39 p.m., right? So let's make out the time right here. Yeah, here we go. This is it right here. Matt technically had his information wrong. The train is supposed to pull into Babylon at 10:43. So, from what I could make out, he probably left Penn at 9:25. Get that correct? Yep, 9:25. And he was supposed to be at Merrick. Check this. Merrick at 10:16. But instead, because of the overcrowding at Forest Hills. Yes, Forest Hills. They had to delay the train 30 minutes at Forest Hills because people were crowding onto the front car. I don't know why these people thought it was a wonderful idea to go to the front of the car, stand in the aisles, and they thought it was a clever idea. It was a stupid idea, and I'm glad Matt Camper exposed what happened last night. And the point I'm trying to make here is this. We need to keep doing these videos, doing these live streams, taking photos, because taking photos is the best option. Doing a video is like, ugh. Taking photos and showing what's going on these trains. Because this is going to be a bigger problem. And to end the video on this note, I'm just going to come up with this weird conspiracy I have that I've been talking about since December. I really think, and this is what's going to happen, I really think because of this Amtrak work, don't get me wrong here, but I really think that this will continue. I really think Babylon riders are due to what's coming to them. They are going to experience overcrowding trains once this Amtrak thing becomes out of hand. And maybe, I don't know, they'll go back to what it was in the summer, running all the trains on time, and that's what I want to see. That's what happened during the summer, and maybe it will happen again. So that's two theories I have. Is that one, Babylon trains will get more crowded if there's delays with the Amtrak project, and two, maybe they'll go back to the way it was in the summer, running the trains on time and making sure they would leave to and from Penn on time and on schedule. So that's two theories I really think what's going to happen because of what happened last night. But last night was a different story. People weren't listening to the conductor. So the conductor says, move to the back. Well, I would have obviously moved. Even if I was getting off in Jamaica, I would have moved. And told the conductor, well, I'll listen to the announcements when Jamaica comes, but that's the MTA for you. Letting the obnoxious snobs get whatever they want. Thank you all for watching.